Hey everybody, it's me, Marilyn, and I know this is kind of different video than I normally post, but I thought that I would come being election day with a very raw and uncut video pertaining to something that's been bothering my heart for a very, very long time. And maybe some of you who are out there can answer this question for me, but my question is, when exactly was America so great that we need to make America great again? Like, all of you Trump supporters out there, are you referring to the time in America when Europeans came to Native American land and stole their land, gave them diseases, killed them off, and now have them in reserves? Because if that's the time period, I don't think I want to be a part of that. Maybe you're referring to the America that went to Africa, took Africans out of their land, out of the place where they grew up, brought them here and made them slaves and paid them nothing, raped their wives, slashed them on their backs, hanged them for trying to feed their children, and kept them in captivity for hundreds of years. Are you talking about that America? Because I don't think me personally would have benefited from that America. It might have benefited some of you guys, but definitely not me. Maybe you're talking about the time in America when Japanese Americans were put into concentration camps because we were at war with Japan, because they're the ones to look out for. Or maybe you're talking about the America that went around spitting at young African American students who were just trying to get an education in better schools. Or the America that neglected to give minorities or anyone other than the white race a chance to succeed. If that's the America that you are fighting so hard to bring back, then I think you have an issue. I think there's something completely wrong with you, because that was a time in history that Americans should be fighting to forget. And not forget as in like erase from history, but try and move forward from. People across the world know us as that America. They know us as the America that tries to hide all of their transgressions and all of their bad doings and paint this image of being perfect when we really aren't. So my question to you is, when exactly in America was it so great that you want to make America great again? Because if it was any of those times I just mentioned, there is something wrong. There's a racial issue at hand, if that's the case. There's an economical issue at hand, if that's the case. Because in every time period before, there was one race that was king, and that's the white race. And that's fine and dandy. But you're living in America where there's more mixtures of people than ever before. There are children who have blood of the Russians, of the Irish, of the Africans, of the Asians. I have friends who have roots from all over the world, and that's the world that is going to become king. Not the white race, not the black race, not the Hispanic race, but a race of human beings who have a mixture of everyone. And that's the world I honestly think God in America needs to aim to become. I'm not saying everyone go out and interracially marry or whatever. If that's not what you want or that's not what floats your boat, don't do it. But what I'm saying is, do not say that you want to make America great again when the America you're talking about was heavily flawed. What you should be saying is, I want to make the America that I know today even better than it ever was. That's a statement that I can fight for and I can believe in. And that's something that I believe Hillary might be trying to do. Is she the perfect candidate? Not by a long shot, but at least she's not fueling hatred and violence and sexism into the world for everyone to see. I am deeply embarrassed right now to be in America because of how he's spoken. I have people from all over the world emailing and contacting me and my friends through Facebook, like, is this really what America stands for? And if you're not deeply embarrassed by this man that you went into the ballots and voted for to represent you as a country, you as a people, then again, there's a problem. But I don't want to rant too much. I want you guys to all go out there. If you haven't voted, Georgia, I think by now has closed their ballots, and knowing Georgia, it's probably going to be a red state, but for the first time in history, it's looking like a swing state, so let's keep the hopes going. And for the rest of us out there, let's just pay attention, let's watch, because either way, history is going to be made. And for those first-time voters out there, I want to say congratulations. This was the election of all elections to be a first-time voter, and I hope you made the right decision. Let's not make America great again. Let's make America better than it ever has been. Better than the past. Better than Trump. Bye-bye.